Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Sugar with Sugar Moon. How are you guys all doing? It has been a while since I've been on here and said hi to you all. Just wanted to stop by and kind of check in and do like a quick energy read. And I explained already within my previous video. If you guys want to go check that out, the link is down below. Is that I just kind of explained a little bit of my quick absence and kind of like what I've been up to. And I just been avoiding wanting to come on here and doing readings and stuff because there's just been a lot going on in the world and within my personal life. So I just been kind of chilling, taking time for me, getting rest as much as I need to. So I'm not ready to really talk about per se on this channel or share with you guys because Spirit let me know that there are a lot of gang stalking as well as people who are closely watching, not to be like sound paranoid or anything, but just more so like there's a lot of things right now. The energy is potent enough for people to start sending evil eye, and people are showing their asses and their true colors right now, especially with the solar eclipse coming up pretty soon, and I'll explain why. But I hope y'all are doing good and that you guys are hanging in there and everything with these heavy energies, because I'm not gonna lie, like especially if you're someone who's sensitive or someone that's really sensitive to astrologic events, or as well as certain things like shifting. I feel like those who are very sensitive can really feel a shift right now that's happening. I don't know if it's within timelines or like a shift within energy because of the planets moving about a certain way, especially with the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction that's happening. For those who are new, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, as well as hit the bell if you guys want to follow me more on my journey. Right now I'm just taking it very, very slow turtle pace at the moment and just kind of dipping my feet in back in just to feel a little bit about what's going on. But I just, you know, it's your choice or whatever. And thank you to those who have been rocking with me since the beginning. Shout out to you guys. I thank you guys for being so patient as well as sticking with me, and I really appreciate you guys and your support and your love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, today I'm just gonna channel straight from source, from spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, those that, you know, I usually speak to on a daily basis or have a relationship with. They're my homies, my family, you know, also Starseed family, because I'm feeling a lot of Starseed energy lately as well. Okay, like certain Starseed collective wants to kind of reach out to those that do resonate with Starseed. I feel like a lot of your Starseed family are going to start visiting you guys within dreams or start giving you signs about certain incarnations or that you lived in the past. Okay, so you guys could be like someone from the Pleiades, Arcturian, you know, Andromeda type stuff, Sirius, Lyra, you know, Mintanka, Atlantis, Egypt. All these things are going to start coming up to you as far as signs to look out for at the moment. Okay, especially pyramids. I'm seeing a lot of pyramids right now. They're showing me in my third eye. Okay, so I just want to let you know, I'm going to intuitively tap in, and I wrote down my notes because I was channeling as well, because Spirit told me make sure you write everything down so we don't forget, because back then I used to do that where I'm like, fuck it, I'll wing it, you know, and all of a sudden I lose my track of what I'm saying and then I start rambling and all that. So it's like, oh well. Yes, we're in the year of the tiger, so it's a little late for me to shout out there, but this is also a reminder that the year of the tiger is very important at this moment, especially when it comes to balance and as well as transformation process. Okay, so you could be seeing a lot of 222s as well, which is a really big sign of balance between masculine and feminine energies within the collective, within the world, within everything. Okay, it could be animals, humans, even nature, right? Everything is starting to find some neutral balance, especially with the solar eclipse where the sun and moon are becoming one, like they're meeting at one point. So if you guys have followed my twin flame journey from the past, I kind of explained a little bit on how the sun and moon are very important and how the moon equates to the feminine energy, the sun equates to the masculine, and then they can switch, right? But during the Taurus new moon, which is happening on April 30th. And you're going to hear a lot about this if you guys have been following many different astrological like channels or news or anything like that. But there's this big talk of the Taurus new moon and solar eclipse, and that's so pivotal right now, especially with Jupiter and Neptune conjuncting. There's a shift, okay? We're right now entering into a portal. The sun and moon, basically when they meet, especially with the eclipse and the ring, right? The ring, you guys could also be seeing rings. It could also be signified marriage, but it also can represent a portal or something that is coming through, whether giving birth or feminine-like energy, feminine awakening, coming and returning, the balance of feminine, masculine, you know, no longer being unequal or unbalanced after some time, right? So as we transition from the tiger and we're going into 2023, which is the year of the rabbit, I believe, that's when a lot of things are definitely going to change. And I mean that by like economically, I mean that financially right now with the state of the world that's going on, with the currency change and people, you know, the fall of the economy. I'm not going to get too much into that, but me and my boyfriend, we talk about it all the time, as far as what is going on with the state of the economy and global currency and all. What I'm saying is that there are going to be a massive shifts when we're transitioning all the way until 2025. And right now, at this current point, since I last checked the astrology chart as far as like which each planet, which houses they're in, I feel like a lot of people are partying over at Neptune's house at the moment.
Slide to the left, slide to the right. Let me hear you clap your hands. Cha-cha now. Cha-cha again.
And I think Neptune's like, all right, everybody come over. I'm going to have some snacks. Let's watch shit happen. Okay, and I feel like that's how I like to imagine the planets, right? And how they interact with each other. But literally half of the solar system is moving into Neptune's house and having a little bit of a fiesta. Right now, as I'm speaking, we're in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, and we have the retrograde coming up fairly soon within May. It'll last until like all the way May and end in some mid-June. You know, I'll try to figure out where the dates are so I can list it here so you guys can be specific and write it down if you want. The thing is that we shouldn't fear Mercury retrograde at all. Mercury is just the planet of communication as well as technology, and like it's associated with Archangel Michael a lot of the times. So you guys could be connecting to Archangel Michael as an angel or someone that you seek guidance in or protection from. You know, you can call upon Archangel Michael for any type of protection of sort if you guys believe in angelic realm. If I'm bouncing all over the place, it's because when I'm channeling, it's like, oh, it's too fast. It's like, seriously, like, get prepared for that, meaning don't make such massive movements at this time. Now's the time to really sit down, prepare, time to evaluate, and also plan, okay? I always say this to people, like, if you guys don't believe in Mercury retrograde, then fine, go ahead, do you, boo. But I'm talking about for those that do, now's the time to just sit back and observe. Be the observer, not someone that's actively jumping into shit, you know what I mean? Now's the time to sit back and watch and plan accordingly about your next move at the moment. Until the retrograde ends, that's when you can start really taking those massive movements and stuff. But trust me, you're right. I would pay mind to that because I'm someone that has, you know, went against the grain of Mercury retrograde before. Not knowingly, I was just ignorant. And
right. I make you suck on this long dick. You gonna learn today.
All that. Even when I also was aware of it, sometimes we're stubborn and I go back into old habits and I try to push, but that now is the time where you're going to see a push back. So, okay, if you guys are practicing magic, I'm hearing, within the new moon or solar eclipse, now's the time to, you can do that. I'm not going to exclude anybody from, if you feel like you are experienced enough to handle this type of energy to perform any type of, I'm talking about like light magic of sort, okay? I wouldn't suggest to do black magic around this time. It is not the time. So
child, anyway, so
if you that type of person, that lower vibrational energy that wants to start hurting people with that shit, it's gonna bounce right back. So I'm hearing spirit saying, be very aware of your actions around this time and think before you act. I'm hearing someone say, act like you got some goddamn sense. Sounds like my grandma. Spirit babies. So spirit babies are really big right now. If you are seeing a lot of pregnancy themes, whether you're not pregnant, whether you want children, whether you don't want children, whether you want to adopt, whichever, whether it's you guys wanting to have a new addition to the family as far as an animal or a pet, or like a puppy, a kitten, it can be any type of babies. Like, we're in the middle of spring. Still, it's Taurus season, but we're in the middle of spring right now. So there's a big theme of birth and procreation and all of that stuff. So you're going to hear a lot about that. And I'm also hearing rise from the dead, meaning like that kind of correlates with birth, because birth and death kind of go in together, mesh together. It's kind of one and the same. But I'm seeing like it's like a phoenix. They're showing me a phoenix where it's rising from the ashes and then lives its life and then dies and then bursts again and then dies and then bursts again and then dies. You know, it's like a cycle right now I'm seeing. And so I feel like the spirit babies that are coming into this world currently right now are going to be past life soulmates or ancestors, you know. Like, yes, we have the newer souls, especially with the rainbow children coming in. I love the rainbow children. Shout out to you if you are. I feel like this next generation after Gen Z, which is going into what, Generation Alpha, is that what it's called? Like Gen A, where it's a cycle repeating. Now we're going way back to the beginning. So you see how there was like a death process and then the beginning process? So you might hear a lot about pregnancy. Also, I'm feeling a lot of divine feminine energy out here. You guys could be pregnant. It could be like those who are watching, you either found out about someone pregnant, someone is pregnant within your family that you know, or a friend, or it could be celebrity, whichever. You're just going to hear a lot about pregnancy. Mercury retrograde, shadow week, I would just kind of, what I would say, tread lightly, because shadow week is more about a great time to get connected with your shadow side. So a lot of triggers, certain things are going to pop up that are from the past that you thought that you got over, that you thought you healed, but then Mercury shadow week is like, okay, did you really heal it? So here comes it. Here you go. Here's an opportunity to see if you're going to repeat the same cycle that you did before, or are you going to change and go a different direction. You know what I mean? It's all about your choice. You know, they give you free will for that one. Some signs and synchronicities that you'll be seeing a lot are like 555 coming up with May. 555 is like a conflict that comes with change. I always associate that number where, yes, there could be conflict happening within the state of the world, within your family dynamics, within your friend dynamics, within you personally. It's more of like a fight or flight energy, right? That 5-5 energy is so pivotal, could be seen as scary, but shouldn't be feared, is that it brings you to massive change. Okay, so it's giving me more of like a tower energy, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, tower energies are not fun. Like, especially when you're going through it, you're like, fuck this shit.
That's some bullshit.
You feel like the world is against you. You feel like your world is ending. You feel like everything's being stripped away from you, or things are falling apart, which is great if you remember that things are actually falling together. Do you understand? It's like that phoenix, okay? The death process, the birth process can be both painful, but it also depends on perspective. Do you understand? 1001, 1010, 999, 333, 222, 444, 1111, and 1441. So if you've been seeing those numbers, just letting you know that that could be resonating for you. That could be your spirit guides or your angelic realm or ancestors, whoever that you talk to, your deities. That is their way to connect to you and give you a sign. So I suggest to look up those numbers if you feel guided to, okay? With the Neptune energy right now, I'm feeling a lot of like illusions, a lot of mirages, things that were covering our eyes like this and keeping us blind, or us choosing to be ignorant to certain things, are no longer going to be there. It's going to be stripped away. People are going to have no choice but to see the truth of the matter, what's going on within this world, about what's going on behind the scenes, okay? Because it's not just about the physical, it's not about the 3D that we're experiencing right now. All of this is an illusion, okay? None of this that we see right here are we going to take with us, even our body, in the next life, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is that what is the difference between real and what is not. And I think we're going to see the divide of people where they're going to be on one side or the other. And the main goal is to get it to be balanced, correct? To appreciate both sides. But I feel like we're at that time right now, the destruction process, where people want the dying process, where people are trying to get rid of the old and split and have separate views in separate ways, okay? So it's great I would have to say to understand both perspectives, both sides of the story. You understand? I'm not trying to be so cryptic, but that's the best way that I'm channeling out. So if that's for someone, you understand. Pay attention to spirit animals. All right, spirit animals are going to be your clue. If you guys are like seeing cats and stuff, or like certain birds or certain insects of sorts, like spiders or bees, like I have been, which are great signs of feminine and masculine energy that's happening, that there is a whole universe that is being created and molded at, and you have the power. You're the magician. You're the person that can create that. You are the creator itself, you know. So I suggest right now at this moment to just pay attention to those spirit animals. And if you feel like an animal keeps popping up at least 2 or 3 times within your day or within your life and stuff, and you start feeling, I've been seeing this same thing over and over again, I suggest you go look it up about what it could mean to you. It could be a little secret message just for you. Okay, I'm asking them if they want me to go more into the timeline shifting, but I'm just gonna briefly explain from earlier is the technology with the starseed. Okay, hold on, I'm getting way ahead of myself. So rewind. So starseeds at the moment is so important, and I feel like they're trying to connect to the collective for a reason, to pass down certain knowledge, certain downloads, certain things to help guide us down knowledge. Like say for instance Sirius starseeds, if you guys resonate with that. Sirius starseeds were known for advanced technology. They were also around during the time of Atlantis. Sirius starseeds are animals are associated with dolphins, horses, okay, dogs, those types of things. So if you are seeing those types of animals, those could also be a connection from Sirius. All right, that's happening. Same with like Lyra with cat beings. I've done videos on these previously, or pick a card readings for them. Okay. Also seeing like those who are connected to different realms, like the Fae or dragons or certain things like that, certain beings that we deemed as myths or deemed as not real because people haven't really witnessed or seen them, you know, that type of thing. It's because they're from a different realm, they're from a different dimension, and if you're able to tap into those dimensions, then yes, you'll be able to see them physically or be able to actually interact with them. Okay, and I feel like since right now the timelines are shifting as well as the dimensions are starting to collide or collapse is what I'm seeing. It's like a merge. I don't know how to explain it in the best terms. They're starting to merge. So you might be experiencing deja vu moments. Like, wait, I've experienced this before. Like just randomly without your day, you're like, Because deja vu for me is more associated with different parallels, different universes, different things like that are going to be presenting itself. That's why a lot of the, you know, multiverse or type of trope is going on right now with the superheroes and stuff. There's a reason why they're like letting that out. Time shifting or timeline jumping, dimension jumping, as well as time traveling are certain things that are very real. We are going to witness that over the years, how certain things like technology is going to be advancing and changing. And it's going to be amazing to me. And a lot of the things that, like I was saying, the Sirius starseeds, they were known for their advancements of technology. They're the ones that really gave a lot of the information to current day humans, channeling through that, you know, certain advancements of technology. I'm going to cut it short here. I don't really have a lot of time, but I just wanted to come on here and channel just a little bit about what's going on and to be kind of prepared, especially like I'm hearing to start a garden. Like make sure to grow your own food and produce for the upcoming years, or learning how to do that, or just finding ways to protect you and your family, both spiritually and physically. Because I do believe in spiritual protection. We can carry all the crystals that we want, you know, but also physically, you know, how are you going to defend yourself is what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, not to scare anybody, but just don't fear the worst, all right? Just be prepared while also still being like free and carefree. Do you understand? The yin and yang symbol is like showing itself a lot right now, and that's very important. The union, that's happening between masculine and feminine energies. I remember my cousin used to say before, when he passed, he told me that the key to life is balance, and I will always keep saying this. I had a separate conversation with him, and I'm glad that I did. And so we talked about, I asked him, what do you think about life? Like, he could barely talk. But one thing he kept saying to me was, the key to life, the key to life, the key to life is masculine and feminine balancing. The masculine, the feminine, the children. Balance is not just about being able to balance out your life, being able to balance out certain like things. Like, I mean, like everything. It takes years, even monks, people, years, many lifetimes to learn this life lesson. It's not as easy as it seems. There's a lot of like life lessons to go through in order to find that. But what I'm saying is like perfect balance, perfect harmony, the source of it all. That right now is like very important. Not to mention that I feel like if you connect to ascended masters in some way, okay, kind of like Buddha or Jesus, I just feel like there's gonna be ascended masters, Gen A, ascended masters that are coming through 222, which is the ascended masters number, coming through, reincarnating to help move and speed things along. That's why I say that the next generation is going to be very important, the ones that are being born into this world currently all the way until 2030. And then on, definitely I feel like ancestors being reborn. The end is the beginning is the end. Anywho, much love, guys. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be. Hope you guys are taking care of your energy as such, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful day. Like, to wake up and to be grateful, even if you're going through anger, through pain, through hurt, even if you're going through a hard time right now and no one can see your pain. I just want to let you know, like, you're not alone. There's people out there who relate to you, and that we're all a team, okay? We're all working. Even if we don't know each other, there must be a reason why you and I are connecting right now at this point. You sitting here watching me at this very given moment in time is as significant as you walking outside your door and experiencing something else within the world. It's all within reason. Okay, so I just want to thank you so much for making your way to here. If it didn't make sense to you, then oh well, it's not for you. But if it did, and it helped just a little bit to get you prepared or understand about what's going on a little bit, or a little bit weather report, then yeah, hope that helps as well. Okay, I'm out of here. Peace out. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spoke it. Notice I am the sugar, honey, iced tea. You fake niggas is fructose, you high C. I'ma be a high priest. You can be a high